This is a week to make clear, decisive decisions. This is a week to use your intuition, a week where you get some information, figure out how it can apply to you, and then move forward with it.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Don Rumer Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Gemini, this is your weekly astrology reading for the week of August 25th through the 31st. Before we get going, I got to thank Miss Bonnie for preparing the information. Unfortunately, she could not deliver it herself, and so I'm delivering it. So what that means is if you like what you hear, give me the credit. If you don't, blame her. Here we go. Starting out this week, Gemini. It is the old kite headed towards Saturn. It's still there, but the tail has changed, and now it is in focus on the moon. And that opposition is that tug of war between your feelings and your responsibilities. Oh my goodness, that's not always a good thing. Lord have mercy. We also have a mystic rectangle, not just a rectangle, but a mystic one. And remember, I am Sonoran Mystic Tarot, so that's my kind of thing. That kite begins to disappear the next day, and then we get to the 30th. There's another kite. This one is headed straight for Pluto with Venus on the tail. So there's an opposition again between love, romance, and money versus change. Oh my goodness. At the same time, you have a square between the sun, Uranus, and the moon and sun. So between the moon and sun, you've got your feelings and your identity. Something has to do with being done with identity. Again, when the sun and Uranus are at it, you've got to expect change is coming. There's no doubt about it. As quickly as the kite comes, it is yet gone again. Now, this is interesting because over the last few weeks, we've had kites that come and stayed, and then we've had second kites that come on top. So this is an amazing week where we're seeing kites come and go on one day to the next. That's pretty amazing. I guess it also helps us so it doesn't have a long extended version of whatever the kite brings. And Lord knows sometimes those kites in opposition to each other can cause a problem. Now let's get back to it. Career and project this week will be quieter, giving you space to reflect on long-term goals. Use the downtime to reorganize and catch up on details and prepare for busier weeks ahead. Now, part of this, of course, comes from the fact that we just had a new moon and we started a 26-month cycle. So part of that is looking at that 26-month cycle and focusing on that. Let's get back to it, though. Bonds with your family and close friends are going to take priority right now. You may feel called to nurture others or address unresolved dynamics at home. Let's make sure that we get that point clear. Make sure we're focusing on our home lives and taking care of the folks, okay? If you are single, you maybe feel drawn to someone who feels emotionally safe. While couples may benefit from creating more stability together via heart-to-heart conversations. This week is practical when it comes to finances, paying the bills, etc. Making future plans, avoiding impulse purchases is a must this week. Your emotional well-being is very closely tied to your physical state right now. So meditation, yoga, grounding yourself, using selenite and saging, those kind of things is super important because it'll help to make it a cozy environment for you so that you can recharge and that you can listen to your body and make sure your body is speaking to you and you're understanding how you can help it rest, how you can help it find a fully formed, restful state. On the weekend, you may feel somewhat nostalgic or reflective. Time spent with family or in the comfort of your own space will bring you peace. Your affirmation this week is, I honor my roots while creating space to grow. And once again, do me a favor, get out into nature and make sure you ground this week. Grounding is super important, especially for you with what you're transitioning through in the end of the week. So get your feet in water, get your feet in dirt, get your feet in grass and sand. Make sure you're getting into Mother Nature and let that energy just flow back to her. You don't need to carry it. It's not healthy. All right. With that said, let's take a look at tarot and see how tarot compares. Gemini, this is your tarot reading for the week. Let's take a peek and see what Spirit and the universe has in store for you. Spirit universe, please tell us what is in Gemini's highest and best interest to know for the week. Alrighty then. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Judgment card. This week is a great energy of judgment. When the Judgment card comes out in that space, what it's telling you is this week, whatever you put into the week, you're going to get out of it. The week is there to support you and help you. So if you put a lot of hard work in, don't be surprised if you see a lot of hard benefits coming back toward you. If you take this week lightly and don't do much, don't expect much. And if you take this week and work every angle to make a business get started or to do an investing project or something like that, or even working on your health, don't be surprised if, again, it comes back to you in much, much, much more energy than you put forward. I'm loving this energy. Take advantage of it, please. Now, your card for the week is the High Priestess. Oh, my goodness. I'm liking that. Now, the High Priestess is this knowing and loving and caring energy. The High Priestess is very much connected to this world, but if you notice, she's sitting in front of a veil, and that veil is that of the other world. So this week, when you do things, make sure you're listening to your intuitive side. Make sure you're listening to your spiritual side. Make sure you're understanding what it is you're feeling and knowing is right and wrong. If you have to make decisions and choices for anything major, yeah, you can talk to people, you can get advice, but ultimately listen to your inner voices, listen to your spirit guides, listen to those who have brought you to the dance, shall we say. Let them help you figure out what is the right answer. This is also a week of enlightenment. This is a week of you being revered. So you may get acknowledged this week for something you've done. You may get recognition. You may get even some economic benefit from this. You also may be promoted to a level where, again, people are giving you acknowledgments and praises for the work that you've done. This could also be you having the energy that draws in people to ask your advice and say, hey, can you mentor me? Can you give me advice on something or other? Again, use it to your advantage. Use it so that you can help these folks become more aligned with their purpose, okay, which I like. The next card out for you is a Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is saying, you know what? Slow and steady is the race, but more importantly, know that that patience and that loving and caring energy that you are putting into place, remember, as you put it out there, it comes back to you. And that Queen of Pentacles is saying that you're going to get back not just your money, but you're going to get back abundance. So as you help people, as you create this environment for people to grow and to learn, to come to you as a guidance, come to you as a mentor, to come to you to kind of navigate through. And as you connect to their side, you're going to see that that advice is so beneficial that other people are going to appreciate the fact that you did that. The next card out is the Devil card. And it's interesting because the Devil card is in reverse in this situation. And when the Devil card's in reverse, right side up means you brought about the change. The opposite means there is no change. So the change that comes flows from the knowledge and the help that you're being given by the universe. And again, it's not so much change. I got to come back off of that because I want to make sure I make very clear this is not about necessarily change. This is about knowing and growing and navigating. Okay, so you're not bringing about so much a change. If anything, you're just learning how to navigate properly or helping other people navigate properly. They'll bring the change. Okay, so you're not changing things. You're helping them to find change. You're helping them to learn, to grow, whatever. And then again, in your own world, you're helping to navigate good things that'll come back to you. So you're not really going out and shaking things up this week for yourself. That's not what this is about. This is more about appreciating the good things that come in your life and then not worrying about the negative stuff, letting things go that you don't need. Also, when you're done here, go to Google or Safari and check out the angel number 55. That angel number 55 is super important to you this week. The final thing we have here is yet another 5. So now it's 555. And that 555 is don't go back, don't look back, don't go back, just keep moving forward. This is a week to make clear, decisive decisions. This is a week to use your intuition, a week where you get some information, figure out how it can apply to you, and then move forward with it. If you can help others, again, this is more, and my energy feeling is a week of you helping to navigate others, to help them move forward, to help them find their highest and best interest and their highest and best self. so they can become the person that they really truly want and need to be. So this week, give yourself to others, help them to move forward, and in so doing, you'll benefit as well. With that said, I'm going to let you go. Please let me know how this resonates with you. Hit that like, share, subscribe, and follow buttons. If you are on YouTube under Sonoran Mystic Tarot, which is my channel, please hit subscribe and share, and then move over to Your Love Goddess, which is Miss Bonnie's channel, and do the same. If you are on Your Love Goddess, which is Miss Bonnie's channel, please, I invite you to pop over to mine, Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and hit subscribe as well. And then if you have the opportunity, go over to Cards and Constellations. That's Miss Bonnie and my shared site where these readings go, and do the same thing there. Once you hit those three, no matter who posts something, no matter who goes live, you'll get noticed, and then you don't have to wind up looking for us. We can send you the information to share with you that we are live, and then you can take advantage of the opportunity by hitting the join, which is kind of nice. Okay, with that said, I'll let you go. Love, light, and blessings from Miss Bonnie and her family, me and my family, to you and to yours. Until next week, bye-bye.